know crate training is quite popular among trying to get the puppy to not pee in the house. So we're going to click on this here. And by clicking the ad group, you will be able to see the individual keyword phrases within the ad group. So we can see puppy training gets about 1,900 monthly searches. And typically you want something that gets at least 2,000 monthly searches. If you can do that, you can stick with that rule, and you find that keyword is profitable, then that's a good direction to go towards. Now, but let's say, for example, that you're in a niche that only gets about 300 monthly searches. And out of those monthly searches, you may get a few 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 maybe clicks per month. If that's the case, but within that niche is very, very profitable and the return on investment is high, then of course that rule of thumb, may not apply there. So you really have to look at all the different variables, not just the certain specific variables. So if we go down the line here, we got puppy crate training schedule, how to crate train a puppy, and as we can see, people are paying 96 cents per click, which is not bad, and it's getting about 8,100. And we can see that it is increasing, but it is kind of decreasing as well. Let's see if we can find, and you can sort it. You can also sort it by clicking these things at the top here. So I could click average CPC, and we see that the competition is low. Crate puppy training at night. We can see that it seems to spike, and it seems to be seasonal for some weird reason. Let's see here. If we go to here, and we can simply look through here, and this seems to be increasing and decreasing and so forth. And we can go back and take a look at other specific ad groups. And that's the beauty of the new keyword planner. It's not necessarily like the old keyword tool, but it actually groups the keywords in ad groups. So if you have a total ad group that is performing really, really, really well, you could basically use that data and just target those specific keywords. So we could do obedience training, because I can tell you right up front that a lot of dog owners, they might have certain dogs that might be really, really dominant and really, not really obeying the rules and things like that. So a lot of dog owners would like to socialize their dog, improve the obedience and things like that. So it's worth investing money into. So we can see it's about $7.63 per click, which is really, really high. That's really, really high. But at the same time, the competition is high as well. So if you click on competition, we got medium to high, puppy training obedience. And one other thing that I like to look at is the keyword itself. So for example, German Shepherd obedience training is high. Yes, it gets 260 monthly searches, but if that niche is very, very profitable, that is worth taking a look at too. So what I like to do is I like to highlight these, right click and search Google for that keyword. So when I do this, I can see that there are ads up here. There aren't really ads on the right hand side, but really in terms of doing research, because I am trying to rank with a YouTube video, I want to take a close look to see whether or not there are any videos on the Google search results. Now, as we can see, there are 2 here. And let's just take a look at these and kind of get an idea of how competitive these videos possibly are. So I'm not really interested in the video itself. I am interested, okay, so we got 50,000. It's available 2008. German Shepherd Obedience Training. That's a plus that they have that keyword. If you see that, this is the whole keyword. So if you look through here and you find, for example, this site here has the exact same keyword. This site here has the exact same keyword. This one here does, but this one doesn't, this one doesn't. All of these don't, except for this one, and this one. So if this person here just did some social signals and backlinking, I bet they could beat this guy here. And then if we take a look at, okay, German Shepherd on Obedience Training. Okay, so we go back here. And if we're going to go back here, leash. I'm going to do clicker puppy training. So I did a search on clicker puppy training and how to clicker train that has 0 CPC. I kind of want a higher CPC, medium to low competition. Let's see here. So we can see that this is a very specialized area. Beagle puppy training. That seems to be very, very, very consistent. That's good. And that seems to be on the rise. Clicker puppy training. So let's take a look at Beagle puppy training. So if I look through here, and the keyword is Beagle puppy training, training Beagle puppies. Training. It looks like everyone here doesn't really have an exact keyword match except for the one at the very top. And because the one at the very top has the exact match, Beagle puppy training, Google gives more weight to that because I'm searching for that exact keyword. So training Beagle puppies is actually a different keyword phrase, so that actually might work pretty well. If I take a look at this specific video really quick, we can see it has 72,000 views, 66 to 7. I could easily beat this video just by looking at it because the keyword that it's training Beagle puppies, Beagle training, puppy training, but she's using a lot of, or he or she is using a lot of keywords that are LSI or that relate to each other. So I could easily beat that specific video, and if I wanted to, I could create a series of 5 to 6 different videos and focus specifically on that keyword phrase, and I could easily beat that. And a lot of these people that have videos in the top 10 of Google really are not people who know how to rank. They just uploaded the video and assume it's going to rank. So that means you have a lot of leverage and more of an advantage just by knowing these strategies. Okay, so let's say, for example, that we're going to use that as an example. Beagle puppy training. Now I want to keep notes, so I want to open up WordPad or Notepad and just keep some notes along the way. I'm going to say main keyword is going to be Beagle puppy training. So that's what I've decided. So I'm going to go out and make the video. Make sure that before you make the video, you get your LSI keywords. So we're not done yet. Not done yet. I wouldn't recommend you to make the video just yet. But we know at least now that the main keyword is going to be Beagle puppy training. So that's great. We have a starting point. And you could go up. You could say, you could go into detail. We could copy this, paste that in here and get more ideas and see what we get. Beagle puppy training. And I'm going to try something here. Keyword ideas. And if you click on keyword ideas, that actually gives you more detail of those other keywords that relate to Beagle puppy training. So we have here training a Beagle puppy, but that has a kind of a low CPC. So I'm going to average here, 1-2 puppy train, blah, blah, Beagle dog training, $4.60, 40 average monthly searches. But knowing dog owners, they are willing to spend a lot on their dogs. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to put that here. Other keywords, other related keywords. So we got Beagle dog training. Let's do a quick run through here. Low puppy development. Beagle dog training. Dog psychology. So we could do, what about Beagle puppy development? I wonder if how that would work. So puppy behavior, puppy beagles. And one thing to note is that I would not recommend a keyword phrase that doesn't really emphasize a specific thing. So puppy beagles, you don't know if somebody's interested in puppy beagles in terms of potty training versus puppy beagles socialization. Now, puppy training in general, socialization, and stuff like that all relate to each other in the future, but your whole goal is to get somebody who is looking for something very, very, very specific, like how to stop Beagle puppies from biting you. Because if you try to rank on how to stop puppies from biting you, you know, they may be looking for a different certain breed of puppies. Now, that could be quite general, but I hope you understand what I'm saying is that the more specific, the better. The more quality type people you will be getting who have a specific need, have a specific problem that they want you to fulfill. So we got Beagle puppy training, Beagle dog training, and let's see. How to stop Beagle puppies from biting you. So that would be a sufficient, awesome keyword phrase that you could rank on. So if I go to google.com and do a search for this, we see a lot of Yahoo Answers, and then we see 2 videos. How to stop your dog from biting. Now think about it, if you had a video that said how to stop Beagle puppies from biting you, then Google's actually going to give you a lot more weight, because if, as you can see, none of these videos or even sites fit that exact keyword phrase. So Google will give you a lot more weight just by uploading it to YouTube. Now you can push it further up using social signals and of course using YouTube likes, YouTube views, and things like that. And getting it ranked on YouTube is a plus too, because you're going to get traffic from YouTube, plus you're going to get traffic from Google as well. So with that said, I hope you can use the Google Keyword Planner effectively. And just remember, as a recap, do a search. You can see all the ad groups here, but if you click here, you can also see the detailed keywords that relate to this specific keyword. And remember, average monthly searches doesn't always mean that you're going to get 200 people to your website or 880 people to your website. It's about a smaller number. And of course, low competition to medium competition tends to be the best. Doesn't necessarily mean that you can't rank on it if the competition is high. It just means that it's going to take longer and probably more social backlinks. And I like to go for a higher CPC, something at least beyond 50 cents or more. And there we go.